everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup with two of the biggest receivers in the game, both who bring the fans to their feet. It's Julio Jones going up against Mike Evans.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Ryan. Lee's got it over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. He's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Let's go. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And that is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here we go now. Eifert, the man in motion. They'll toss it to Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On first down, Ryan completes it to Lee. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it first and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Hunt. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan over the middle, complete. It's Lee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Ryan. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Close call, maybe some hands on both sides. Here they get the defense.
And normally if they have that going on where both sides are fighting through like that, usually if there is a flag, it will go against the guys on D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs.
Here we go.
Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in air and got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 76 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because You would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back to throw here. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Looking downfield for Jones. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Powerful running. Oh, it shifts past him. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it's halftime. Never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard near the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it here with Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Now let's go!
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Fights loose. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Coleman now. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They run again with Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Coleman. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again is Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The Falcons on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Throwing again, Ryan. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Here's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the step.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now he'll let it go on the... He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run again with Hunt. He's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Ryan completes it to Lee. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Ryan. And the third down pass falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Ryan will throw again. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, Ryan. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. That worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now,
and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
All